Hello, my name is Princess Garcia, and today I will be discussing my out-of-the-box topic with you. My out-of-the-box topic is something that I feel uncomfortable with, and that is, I don't like to admit it, but it's homeless people. I have my reasons why though. Okay, so reason number one is because they are out there on the street and they're walking around begging for money. But I feel, why are you going to be begging for money? Like, you could be getting a job. All you need to do is get an application and apply to McDonald's or Burger King, or wherever they can apply to. You never know what can happen. So that's one reason why I feel uncomfortable. And they shouldn't have to rely on good people. You don't know how much you're gonna get. Okay, so that's one reason. Another reason is because some people are liars and they are not homeless. You never know if that person is homeless or not. They could be lying. So I always think like, should I give them money or should I not? Like, they could be lying, and I've heard news about like not giving money to this lady because she's just faking. So that's another thing. And another thing is an experience that I've had with a homeless person is I'm at a red light, my window is down, and he was there begging for money. And I want to help him out, so I don't have any cash on me. I only have my credit card, but I have some change. So I gather that change, and I tell him and I look at him and I'm like, I'm sorry, this is all I have, but I hope it helps you out. And I give it to him, and the man, he looks at it like in his hand, like, are you serious? And he just throws it right in front of me, like exactly like that. So that experience changed me. Like, now I don't even look at them. I always lock my door. Now I make sure that my window is rolled up because I don't know. Like, it's that one experience that it changed me. So I mean, those are my reasons why. There's some more, but anyway. So what I am planning on doing is going to the Bethany house. I want to introduce people and I want to interact with them. I am making a list of questions that I can ask these people, and I'm hoping I get some feedback, and I'm hoping that they don't just answer my questions. Like, I want them to tell me more. I am hoping I get to learn about them, and that maybe they can give me their background, and then I can see, like, so this is why this has happened. Did they choose this life, or did it just happen? So that's what I am hoping for. And with this out of the box, I hope that I can be comfortable around homeless people. That not all homeless people are like that one man. But I mean, yeah. Alright, well, thank you.
Doing this project, I got to experience how it was to go to the Bethany house and how the people are over there and what it's like. My experience, it was great going to the Bethany house, and since I was going to the Bethany house, I wanted to volunteer. So I asked if I can volunteer and they told me yes. So what I did was gather presents for the children for Dia de los Niños, and I gathered maybe 25 and I got to wrap them up. After that, I got to walk around the Bethany house and look at what was there, and I got to see that there was little apartments there, little houses, really just rooms, and how some families, they actually live in there. And I mean, it was quite sad seeing how small the rooms were and how like a 5 or 6 member family lived there. But I mean, doing the volunteering, it really made me feel better knowing that their children would be happy and that they would have a toy to play with in that room instead of it just being empty. So after looking at all the rooms in the Bethany house, I got to interview some people, and these people, it was a man and a woman, but I want to really talk about the man. This man, he was maybe in his 55, I think he was 55 years old, and I asked him, why do you think people become homeless? And he asked me, he told me that people are quick to judge just because that they look dirty, and it becomes a vicious cycle going into drugs and alcohol. So with him, he got homeless because he was into drugs and alcohol, and that's all he wanted. And he was originally from I think from Nuevo Laredo, and he came back over here. And he has been homeless for 8 months, and he even told me that he would sleep in his car before he went into the Bethany house, and he slept in his car for, it was 6 months. And the only thing he did in the Bethany house was he would just go to brush his teeth and to take a shower. And I asked him where would he like to be a year from now, and he said that it wasn't going to be easy, but his goal was to find a job and to get a house no matter what size it was. It could be the smallest place. He didn't care. He just wanted a house. I asked him what his daily routine was, and what he does is ask for cell phones around so he can ask for jobs. And he helps clean up, he picks up mats, he has breakfast, then he goes out and tries to find another job. And that he did have a car, but it didn't work. And I asked him how the public treated him, and he said that it treated him well, that with respect, like if he showed them that he can work well, that they treated him with respect. Then I asked him what was the hardest thing about being homeless, and he said to feel lonely. People put him down, he feels desperate. It made him want to get back into drugs. Another question I asked was if he felt safe, and he told me yes, because God was always with him. And another question was how much sleep he got at night, and he responded that he hasn't slept lately because he is worried. So those were the main questions I asked him, and let's see. What I learned is that not all homeless people are the same, and they're struggling with life, and they're just trying to get better. They're trying to get jobs. Not all of them are just laying out in the streets. Some of them are actually trying to get a job. They're going everywhere. Just like for the woman, she was trying to find a job. Any little thing will get them to find that job. All of them, they're all different in their own unique way. They're not all just like that one man that drew his change in front of me. Let's see. Questions that I may still have. I don't really have much questions. It's just I wish that we can help them out more, and so that they can have a better life. And what I want to know is what else can we do to help them out? That's really my only question. My opinion, it has greatly changed on homeless people. I'm not very scared of them like how I was before. And not all of them are bad. They're good. And some of them even dress like they're not homeless. You wouldn't even be able to tell that they were homeless. They just know how to shop. They wear $1 shirts and $3 skirts. it just depends where you are and the time that you're there, because sometimes you can be unlucky and find a rude person, but these people, they're very respectful. So doing this out of the box experience project, I get to see how interviewing these homeless people, how they can make connections into a classroom. And what I thought about was how when we have a homeless child, it's always good to have some one-on-one time with the student and make sure that the student's adjusting to the classroom and making sure that the student is fine, and to let them know that you'll always be there whenever they need help, and to let them know, like, whenever you need help, I'm your teacher and you come to me and just ask me for help and I'll help you. It's also a good idea to always keep your eye on them and to see if they're struggling with school or on any subject, or sometimes even with classmates. Sometimes it can be a good thing to keep snacks on the side, because some students may be getting sleepy or maybe hungry, and it's not only for the homeless child, but I mean, it can be used for that too, of course. That's my main focus. But when a child is sleepy or hungry, you can have these snacks on the side and give them out so that it can satisfy their hunger, or maybe it could stop them being sleepy and wake them up with the sugar. Let's see. Also, another thing, the right thing to do is not get too much into their lives, and just, it's always good to give the child their respect and privacy. Don't go too much into how their life's like. Maybe they don't want to talk about it. They'll come to you when they're ready, and if they want you, they don't have to. Being a teacher, we need to make sure that the student does not feel alone and left out because of their living arrangements. A student may feel left out because they may be living maybe in the streets, and say these other children are living in nice homes, so the child may feel bad about that. And we need to make sure that the child does not feel bad, and we can reassure them that they're going to be having like a good life if they keep going to school. So I mean, another thing that I wanted to talk about was how making connections with the classroom. When there is a homeless child, sometimes other children can sense it because maybe they keep wearing the same clothes, and maybe they can be wearing the same shoes that don't get clean, or old shoes, and because of that, these children can be teasing these other children that are going through that. And when they tease, that causes bullying, and bullying is a big no-no, because students that get bullied and teased, it causes bad things. And with me there, I would have to stop it and recognize it. But I mean, all of these points, bullets, they all are connections within the classroom with a homeless child and how we can help them out.
Going to the Bethany house, I thought it would be a great idea to take some pictures of what I was doing. So here I am, gathering some presents, seeing what can go with who. And I mean, I found a lot of cute presents for the ages, like babies to 12-year-olds. Those are all of the presents. And we're wrapping all of them. And I got to go into the room and see how the people live, their kitchen, where they eat, where they sleep. And I mean, it was really interesting to see how they live. And I mean, I wish we can help them out more so that they can have a better life. But I mean, going to the Bethany house and volunteering really is a good thing, and I hope everyone will do it sometime. Thank you.